So, good morning, everyone. So, refraction of light through prism. This thing we'll see today. That's the ray diagram. Refraction through prism. Okay, through prism. We'll do the refraction for monochromatic light. Sometimes this word you will get monochromatic light. Monochromatic light means what? Monochromatic light. Okay, monochromatic light means light in which single color is there. Single color means one wavelength. Single color means single wavelength. Okay, suppose red color light, that means it is a monochromatic light. Green color light, it is a monochromatic light. But if we take mixture of red and green, then it is not a monochromatic light. Okay, so monochromatic light means single color, that means single wavelength, lambda. Okay, now for prism look like a triangular shape. If you see from one face, okay, it will look like a triangular shape. I hope I had seen you this prism when you were here, right? Okay, so this is prism. Okay, this is the front face. This is the front face which look like a triangle. And these two faces, this one, this face, and this face. These are the two faces which at which refraction will occur. Okay, these are the two faces at which refraction will occur. So when we draw the ray diagram, we will not draw in this way. We will draw this triangular shape on. Okay, we will draw this triangular shape. So for ray diagram, only draw the triangular shape. Okay, it is made up of suppose glass and surrounding medium is air. That means light will enter from air to glass. That means rarer to denser. This is rarer and this is denser. So light will enter from rarer to denser. Okay, rare to denser. This angle is called angle of prism and given name ABC. These two sides, AB and AC, these two sides are called AB and AC. AB and AC, these two sides are called refracting surfaces. That means at these two surfaces, refraction will occur. Refracting surfaces. At both the two surfaces, refraction will occur. Okay, refraction will occur. Okay, suppose you get short question at which surfaces of a prism refraction occurs. Suppose this triangle is given, it is a glass prism. At which surfaces refraction will occur? So the answer will be at AB and AC. Okay, these two refracting surfaces are at an angle here. In glass slab we had seen, in glass slab also two refracting surfaces are there, this one and this one. But here they were parallel. Okay, angle was 0. Here there is some angle. That angle is called, this angle is called angle of prism. Angle of prism. Okay. Now we are taking one monochromatic light. Okay. We are taking one monochromatic light. Monochromatic light means single color. So monochromatic light, suppose it is incidenting in this way. Okay. It is incidenting in this way. This is the incident ray. At the point, okay, at this surface, this is reflecting surface, draw normal. This is the technique I had told you. Draw normal. Okay. Okay. This is the actual path. This is the actual path. Okay. Here light is entering from rarer to denser. Rarer to denser. That means light will bend towards the normal. Light will bend towards the normal. Okay. Light will bend towards the normal. This is the diagram given in your book. For that reason I am drawing this one. It is not necessary that this ray, refracting ray, will be parallel to this. For one condition, this refracting ray inside the prism will be parallel to this. I am telling that thing also. Give name according to your book. O, P, then Q. Here it is Q. Here, this is refracting ray inside prism. Again, draw normal here. Draw normal here. Draw normal here. Okay. So draw normal. Always use your scale and draw the normal. Here, this is the actual path. This is the actual path. Now here it is going from glass to air. Glass to air. So glass to air means what? Glass to air means denser to rarer. Denser to rarer means it will bend away from the normal. Okay. Now, if you look at the ray diagram, then you will see that in both the cases, here refraction here and refraction here, in both the cases, the light is bending towards the base of the prism. Right? In both the cases, light is bending towards the base of the prism. Here, towards the base of the prism. This is the incident angle I1. This is refracted angle at first surface. This is refracted angle at second surface. And this is another angle I2. Okay. Why I am writing here I2? Because although I represents incident angle, because if we use the principle of reversibility, okay, principle of reversibility, that means if ray goes in this direction, it will follow the same path. For that reason, I am taken this one I2 and this one R2. Yes, Gaurav.
Sir, explain this once more, sir. That refracting angle.
Refracting here, it is going from rarer to denser. Rarer to denser. This is made up of glass. So rarer to denser means this ray will bend towards normal. This is the normal. This is the normal. Okay. So the ray, this is the actual path. So the ray will bend towards the normal.
Yes, sir.
Now at the second surface AC, this is the actual path. Okay. This is the actual path. Extend it. Okay. This is the actual path. Now it is going from denser to rarer, glass to air, denser to rarer, glass to air. Glass to air means denser to rarer, then it will bend away from the normal.
Away from the normal.
Yes, away from the normal. In both the refraction, the light is bending towards the base. Here at the first surface, light should go in this direction, but due to refraction, it has bent towards the base. Here, light should go in this direction, but due to refraction, it has bent towards the base. Okay.
Base.
So this is the ray diagram. This one is given in your book in the first diagram, page number 83, figure 4.23. Figure 4.23. Okay. So this is one special case where this ray PQ, refracted ray inside the prism is parallel to the base. Okay. This diagram is for a special case. What is that special case? If you are asked, draw the ray diagram for prism and for a monochromatic light, okay, for minimum deviation. So this ray diagram is for minimum deviation. Now deviation means what here? Deviation means we know the difference between incident angle and refracted angle, right? So deviation means here the angle between incident ray and the final emergent ray. This is the emergent ray final. So extrapolate it in the backward direction. It will make some angle with the incident light, right? This is the incident light, actual path. And this is the emergent ray. So extrapolate it in the backward direction. This is the angle. This angle is called deviation here. Deviation. Here you will not get any kind of lateral displacement that we got in glass slab. Glass slab was rectangular. Okay, two sides were parallel, two refracting surfaces were parallel. For that reason, we got lateral displacement. But here, two refracting surfaces are not parallel. They are at some angle. Angle is this, angle of prism. So we will not get any lateral displacement here. We will get deviation. Now, for one condition, this deviation will be minimum. Okay, this is the experimental fact that for one condition, for one angle, okay, for one angle, the deviation will be minimum. Okay. So suppose here for angle I1 deviation is minimum. Okay. That minimum deviation, the refracted ray inside the prism will be parallel. Okay. This one also can be proved, but proof is not required. Okay. So at minimum deviation, what is the condition for minimum deviation in case of prism? The refracted ray inside the prism should be parallel to base. First condition. First condition, it is written in your book, but it is not written point wise. You can write it. The refracted ray. Which refracted ray? There are two refracted rays. One is PQ, another is Q1. Which refracted ray? This one, PQ. The refracted ray PQ. The refracted ray PQ is parallel to the base of prism. Okay, to the base of prism. Suppose you are asked, write the conditions for minimum deviation in case of prism and for monochromatic light. So refracted ray PQ will be parallel to the base of prism. This is first condition, and second condition will be this incident angle and the emergent angle I1 and I2, incident angle and emergent angle, they will be equal. Incident angle and emergent angle, they will be equal. I1 equal to I2. This one also is an experimental fact. I1 equal to I2. I1 equal to I2 means R1 equal to R. Okay. So these are the two conditions for minimum deviation. The refracted ray PQ, which refracted ray PQ inside the prism should be parallel to the base, and incident angle, final emergent angle will be equal, and that means the refracted angle inside the prism will also be equal. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am not going to that, but factors affecting different things, angle of deviation, those part I am not going. I am going to directly the ray diagram. Go to page number 86. Okay. In example portion, there are many ray diagrams. So we'll draw few ray diagrams. Okay. Just now, till now, we know that if the ray light enters from rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal. Denser to rarer, it will bend away from the normal. Okay. And if it is a normal incidence, then there will be no deviation. Okay. So these three things we'll keep in mind, and we will draw the ray diagram. Go to page number 86. Which ray diagram we'll do first? We'll do okay. We'll do go to question number 4, the first one, that right angled one, 60 degree. This is right angle, 60 degree. 60 degree. Okay. This is a prism. Okay. So till now we will keep in mind three things: rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal; denser to rarer, away from the normal; and third point, normal incidence means no deviation. Okay. So here ray is given normal. So this is normal incidence, right? Normal incidence. Very easy, very easy. Just you will follow the process. Okay. When you are drawing ray, give the ray direction. So this is normal incidence. What will happen here? A, B, C. These are the two refracting surfaces, AB and AC. AB and AC are the refracting surfaces. BC is the base of prism. Okay. Now then, it is entering from air to glass. What
So
will
it will
happen
bend
at
towards
the
the base.
surface?
So
Yes,
the
sir.
refracting surface. So it will bend toward the base.
Surface
Towards the
Towards the
normal.
base.
So it is along the normal, so it will not bend towards or away from the normal. It will go undeviated. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is normal incidence. It is normal incidence. Here I have marked. This one normal, 90 degree. Okay. At this surface, at surface AB, at AB, what is the angle of incidence? At AB, what is the angle of incidence?
90 degree.
No.
Zero, sir, zero.
0 degree. At AB, what
Yes,
is the
sir.
refracted ray angle?
Reflect.
0 degree.
Refracted angle will also be
That also zero.
no along the normal. So
Zero.
0.
yes, these are the short questions you can get. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After that, this is what? This is the refracted ray inside the prism. Okay, ABC. Now it is incidenting at AC surface. So draw normal. Whenever it is incidenting at one interface, there you will draw the
Away from the normal. Away from the normal.
This is the normal. Give name n prime. Okay, and this is the actual path. This is the actual path, right?
Actual part.
This is the actual path. Always draw the actual path, then you will understand how much you have to bend. Okay, in which direction you have to bend. Okay. Now it is going from air to glass to air. Glass to air means
Away
denser
from the
to
normal.
rarer. Denser to rarer means
Away
from the
Away from
normal.
normal.
Away from the normal means in this direction. Okay, away from the normal means in this direction. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now come to
Yes, sir.
one thing, that come to the angle of incidence here. Angle of incidence at surface AC. Give name ray P Q R S. Okay. Now come to the angle of incidence at surface AC. Which one is the angle of incidence? This one, right? With the normal. Clear? With the normal, this is the angle of incidence. We want to find this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to find? How to find? So take this triangle AQR. For AQR, this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Here this is 60 means this is 60 means this is 30. 60 here it is 90. That means this is 30 degree. So we know the two angles 30, 90. What about the other angle? We know two angles 30, 90. What about the other angle? This one. Anyone? What about this angle?
60, sir. 60.
So 60.
90 plus 30, 120. 120 means 180 minus 120 is 60. Because
Yes, sir.
60.
Sum of the three angles of triangle is 60. Now this is 60. This is not the angle of incidence. This is not the angle of incidence because it is made with the interface. Now this is normal. Normal means this total angle is 90. Total angle is 90. From 90, 60 is already here. 60 is already here. What
Yes,
about
sir.
this angle? What about this angle? This total angle is 90 with the normal. This total angle is 90. From 90
So 30.
is already here. What about this angle? This angle is 30 degree.
30.
So what is the angle of incidence at surface AC? Angle of incidence at AC equal to 30 degree. Okay, so you can get this kind of question. Complete the ray diagram. Then question number 1, at surface AB, what is the value of incident angle and refracted angle? Then at surface AC, what is the incident angle? What is the value of incident angle? Okay, this kind of question you can get. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go to second diagram, figure 4.32, diagram B. Okay, we'll do this, then I'll leave this class, end the class. Again, the same process, again, normal incidence is given, but here triangle is different. The two sides are equal. What is the triangle called? Two sides are equal. Every time I forget this name. Two sides are equal. What is the name of this triangle? When two sides are equal?
Isosceles.
Isosceles. One is equilateral, another is isosceles. Yeah, isosceles. And when three sides are different, then?
Three sides equal means equilateral.
No, three sides are different.
Scalene triangle.
Scalene.
Scalene. Yes. So here also it is given normal incidence. Here also it is given normal incidence. Okay. Normal incidence means what?
Same path.
Yeah.
Same path.
Again, air to glass. So it will not deviate. It will go along the same path. So along the same path. Then give dotted line. This is the actual path. Okay. So give name P. This is Q. Okay. Here it is R.
RS.
So at this point, draw
Yes.
normal. Always draw normal at the point of incidence. Then it will be easy for you. Otherwise, you have to remember in which direction it will bend. So N. Now glass to air.
Away from the normal.
Away from the normal. This is the actual path. Okay, away from the normal means it will bend in this direction. Towards the normal means in this direction. Away means in this direction. So it will bend in this direction. Okay, give name P, Q, R and S. Okay, again you can get same kind of question. Here angles are not given, these angles are not given. So we cannot find this incident angle, but you can get the question, mark incident angle at surface AC in your diagram. Mark incident angle
30 degree.
at surface AC in your diagram. Here it is not 30 degree. We don't know this angle, this angle, this angle. We cannot tell
Yes, sir.
it is 30 degree. Okay. Here
One
what
angle.
mark the incident angle. Mark the incident angle means in the diagram you will show that this is incident angle I. Okay. Here at this surface AC, this is the incident angle I. This one you will mark only. Okay. Here we cannot count. And at AB again same thing. Tell I and I. I and I.
Sir, angle is 30 degree.
At AB. Why 30?
Angle is that one A.
Angle is given.
That's given in the
Oh,
book.
angle is given.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then we can.
30 degree.
Yes, we can find it. 30. Okay, first tell this one. I and R. Normal incidence.
0.
0.
Normal
Zero.
incidence. Okay. Here it is given 30. Yes, we can find. Here it is given 30. That means take triangle AQR. Triangle AQR. You all are good in geometry. I have seen. AQR. So this is 90. This is 90.
Sir, R is 60. R is 60.
That means this angle will be 60, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means ARQ will be 60 degree. Okay. So what about I here? I will be.
And it is. Then wait, sir. It will be 30 then.
Then total is 90. Total is 90. 60 is already here. Remaining part is 90 minus 60.
30.
90 minus 60 equal to 30. All are good in geometry. You all will be good in good architect. Okay.
We will be at attention.
Done. So practice this data.
Yes, sir.
So first question number 9, page 80. Okay, page 80, question number 9. Okay. So glass air interface is here. This is glass air interface. This is air. This is glass. Okay. And red and violet colored lights are there, but they are parallel. In air, they are parallel. In air, they are parallel. Okay, in air, they are parallel. Which one is red? First one is red. A1 is, this is red. And this is B, this is violet. Okay. So first question complete the ray diagram showing the refracted ray for them in the glass. Okay. So what will happen? Our first process is draw the normal. Now tell me in both the cases, that means for red and violet, both the color of light, will the
So this is page number.
same or different? Will the incident angle be same or different? They are parallel. They are parallel. That means these two normal are also parallel.
It will be parallel.
Okay, so this angle is same. These two angle is same. Parallel incident rays are parallel means the incident angles are same. Okay, incident angles are same. Okay, suppose this is I, this is also I. So this is our path means actual path of incident ray. But when it will enter into glass, it will bend. Both the color of light will bend towards the normal, right? Both the color of light will bend towards or away from the normal. Towards the normal, everyone, right? Towards the normal. Okay. Now, red and violet, their wavelengths are different. Which color will bend more? Red and violet, which color will bend more? Okay. And red one will bend less. Red one will bend less. Okay. So this is refracted ray for red color. This is refracted ray for violet color. This is the proper ray diagram. Okay. This is the ray diagram. So in this medium, in air medium, they were parallel. But in glass medium, they are not parallel. Easily you can see they are not parallel, right? Question number 1. How do the speed of the rays differ in glass? How do the speed of rays differ in glass? Then, for which color speed of light will be more in glass? In air, their speed is same. In glass, for which color it will be more? In glass, it will be more for red color. So speed for red is more than the speed for violet inside glass. This is for which condition? Inside glass. But in air what will happen? In air what will happen? In air their speed is same. V red equal to V violet. I told that speed becomes same for all the colors in air. Okay, in air, and the value is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. The ratio of the speed in air will be 1:1. Okay, but here red will move fast than violet. Speed of red is more than violet. Okay, for that reason it is not parallel. They are not parallel. Second question: are the two refracted rays in glass parallel? Are the two refracted rays in glass are parallel? No, they are not. Parallel. Question B, not parallel. Not parallel. Why? Why? Because their speeds are different. Because their speeds are different inside glass. So they are not parallel inside glass. Okay, speeds are different inside glass. So they are not parallel. Okay, what is the reason? The speed of red and violet colors are different inside glass. Third question: how does the refractive index of glass differ for the two rays? I told that refractive index tells how more the light will bend. More bending means more refractive index. So for violet is bending more. So refractive index for violet bending more means refractive index is also more than refractive index for red. Refractive index for violet will be more because it is bending more. It is bending more. The angle of refraction is small. It is bending more. Here it is bending less. Okay. So for that reason, for violet color, refractive index will be more than red color. Is it clear? Okay. Just write if it is clear. Write in the chat box. Yes, write in the chat box. Yes, Aditya. Okay, come to the next question. Next question from prism. Okay, next question from prism. So the question that we did two ray diagrams. Page number 86. Page number 86. We did two ray diagrams. Now we draw the third ray diagram. Now we do the third one. We did two ray diagrams. Question number 4. Example. Okay. We did two ray diagrams. We will do the third one. C. Question number 4C. We will do question number 4C. Question number 4C. So our prism is here in this way. Okay, right angle prism, and this is given 45 degrees. So it is an isosceles triangle. 45 degrees. So it is an isosceles triangle. And incident ray is given here in this way. Incident ray is given here in this way. This angle is given 70 degrees. This angle is given 70 degrees. It means P. Our second process, draw normal at the point of incident. So this is the normal here. This is the normal here. N1, N2. This is the normal here. Now my first question. First question, what is the incident angle here? Write in the chat box. What is the incident angle here? Who can write first? What is the incident angle at the surface? Give name A, B, C. So at the surface AB. At the surface AB. Yes, at the surface AB. What is the incident angle? I. Incident angle is this one, not 70. This one. This one means 90 minus 70. So 20 degree. So 20 degree is the incident angle. Yes, yes, Ritik. Yes, Vinay. It is 20 degree. Now, refraction angle we cannot find here because we don't know the refractive index. Okay, we will not find refraction angle. Just you can get this question: what is the incident angle at the surface area? Okay. Now this is the actual path. This is the actual path. This is the actual path. Now it is entering from air to glass. So what will happen? Right there. Air to glass. What will happen? Write in the chat box. What will happen from air to glass? What will happen? Away from the normal or towards the normal? Away or towards? Write any one word. Away or towards? Write any one word. Yes, towards. Towards the normal. Yes, towards the normal. Rarer to denser. It will bend towards the normal. So towards the normal means in this direction. In this direction. Okay. This is towards the normal. Okay. This is towards the normal. This is towards the normal. Okay. Now at the second surface, that means at AC. At AC, again draw a normal. Again draw a normal. Yes, draw a normal. So this is the normal. This is the normal. Okay. And this is the actual path. This is the actual path. This is the actual path. So this is normal. N prime. This is normal. This one, this dot, upper one is the normal. This is the actual path. Now glass to air. Glass to air. So tell towards or away? Glass to air. Now glass to air. So towards or away? Away from the normal. Denser to rarer, away from the normal. So away from the normal means this one. Okay. Here no need to find the other angles because we cannot find those. Okay. Because for finding that all the angles we need refractive index. Okay. Yes, it will bend away from the normal. So this is the ray diagram. Okay. One short question you can get that what is the incident angle at the surface AB. Okay. So this was our this is our third ray diagram. Okay. Now clear everyone? Clear? Any query? Then write in the chat box. Any query? Write in the chat box. Any query? No query? Okay. No query. I am going to the third question. Third question and then fourth question. Then over. So third question. Question number 3. Which question we'll do? We'll do second question. Page 86. Question number 2. Page 86. Question number 2. Page 86. Question number 2. Answers are there in the book. Okay, but I am showing how to do it. Answers are there. So question number 2. In question number 2, it is given one S means source. Source is given. And observer I is given. Now the question is you have to complete the ray diagram. So the image formed by the prism as seen by the observer. So this is our prism. This is our prism. Okay. This is our prism. So give name A, B, C. It is not looking good, right? You are doing geometry and sir, you are drawing diagram. Freehand. You have scale in your hand. Use that. Yes, I am using. Yeah. Now it is looking good. Now it is looking good. Isn't so? Yes. Okay. So source here, suppose source. Okay. And here I. Here I. Okay. How to draw I? You can draw it in better way, right? So this is our I. This is our I. Okay. So here we will take two rays because we have to draw the ray diagram. Okay. And we have to find the image. Whenever we have to find the image, then that means we will take at least two rays. At least two rays. In such a way we will take that they will enter to this eye. Okay. So this is one ray. This is one ray. This is another ray. Okay. These are the incident rays. So incident rays means draw normal. Incident rays means what? Draw normal. This is our second step. Draw normal. Here also Draw normal. We are drawing normal at the same surface, so they will be parallel. We are drawing normal at the same surface, so they will be parallel. Now, in both the cases, here two glass, still away or towards. Here two glass, away or towards. Away or towards. I'm waiting for your answer. Away or towards. Away or towards. Away or towards. No answer till now. Yes, 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 yes. So towards, right? So towards means suppose this one. Okay. Okay. So here angle of incidence are different. Okay. So angle of refraction will also be means angle of refraction at the two surfaces will also be different. Okay. So main point is these two rays will bend towards the normal. This is the main point. Okay. Nothing else you have to keep in mind. So these two rays will bend towards the normal. Towards the normal. Okay. Now again here draw normal. Draw normal. Draw normal. This is another normal. Here also draw normal. Another normal. In book, these normals are not given in the answer. Okay, but you draw the normals. Now when glass to air, that means away from the normal. Glass to air, so away from the normal. That means they will diverge. Okay. Yeah. Now extra plot in the backward direction, they will meet at some point. Extra plot in the backward direction, they will meet at some point. Okay, they will meet at some point. They will meet at some point. Somewhere they will meet. Somewhere they will meet in this direction. Somewhere they will. Okay, so this is the image. This is the image. Okay, somewhere they will meet. Finally, these two rays will diverge. Okay, finally these two rays will diverge. They will not meet at a point. These two rays will diverge. Okay, diverge means at this end image will not be formed. So extra plot the two final emergent ray in the backward direction. Somewhere they will meet. That will be the image position. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Finally, the final two emergent rays will diverge. Okay, they will not meet any point in this side. But if we extra plot them in the backward direction, they will meet at some point and we will get final image to this side. Okay, object and image will lie on the same side. Okay, this type of image is called virtual image, right? When object and image are on the same side. Okay, that type of image is called virtual image. Here, do not mix this thing with the mirror. In mirror, it is different. In mirror, the virtual image means image will be formed inside the mirror. Object and mirror will lie on two opposite sides. Do not mix with the mirror. Okay, last question. Last question is question number 18. Page 88, question number 18. Exercise question. Question number 18. Last question. A ray of light is normally incident on one face of an equilateral triangle. Okay. So equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. Looking nice. This triangle. I think it is looking nice. Yeah. So A, B, C. Okay. So incident normally. Normal incidence. Okay. Normal incidence. So incident normally on one face of an equilateral prism. First question, what is the angle of incidence on the first face of the prism? So suppose P, here it is Q. So at this face, at AB, question number A. At AB, what is the angle of incidence? At AB, what is the angle of incidence? Right quick. At AB, what is the angle of incidence? Then second, what is the angle of refraction from the first face? Angle of refraction also, that means R also at AB. Angle of incidence, angle of refraction at AB. at AB. Tell normal incidence. Normal incidence. Normal incidence. Angle of incidence, angle of refraction. Yes. So it is 0. 0 degree and 0 degree, right? So this is our first question. Our second question. Second question is refraction. Third question, what will be the angle of incidence at the second face of the prism? So complete the ray diagram. So here it will go on immediately. There will be no bending because normal incidence, no bending, normal incidence. It is an equilateral prism. Equilateral prism means this angle is 60 degree, right? This angle is 60 degree. Now draw normal here. Draw normal here. We have to find normal n. We have to find incident angle at the second place. Incident angle means which one? This one, right? With the normal. Incident angle means this one. So what is the incident angle at the second place? So question number C. This is question number B, okay? Question number C. What is the incident angle at AC? What is the incident angle? So here you have to find. So this is 60, this is 90, this is 90. That means this is 30 for this triangle. AQ, PQ, give name here R. AQR. 60, 90, this is 30. This is 30. This is 30 means this one will be 60. This is 30 means this one will be 60. So angle of incidence is 60 degree, which is with respect to the normal. Okay. Yes. And the last question, will the light ray suffer minimum deviation by the prism? Minimum deviation. Here angle of incidence is 0. Okay. Here angle of incidence is 60. Okay. So we will not get the final emergent angle is equal to 0. We will not get final emergent angle equal to 0 obviously, because it will bend. It will bend in this direction, right? It will bend in this direction. It will bend in this direction, and this angle will be more than 60 degree. Okay. And I know for minimum deviation, two conditions I told. One is parallel, that this ray QR should be parallel to BC. So here it is not parallel. And another I told that angle of incidence at the first surface should be equal to angle of emergence at the second surface. So it is also not equal. So the ray will not, what is the question? Will not suffer minimum deviation. Okay, the ray will not suffer minimum deviation. Is it clear, everyone? The 4 questions we have done, ray diagrams. Okay, so it will not suffer the minimum deviation because it is not parallel to the base here. Okay, so I am ending it here. Okay, everyone.